Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here this afternoon. Happy holidays. Today closes a chapter where we're providing the service of providing better quality of life here in the city of Hudson. And in this case, we have law enforcement, multiple law enforcement agencies to thank for that. I'd like to express my appreciation on behalf of the residents of the city of Hudson to all the agencies involved. I'd like to thank Commissioner Gary Graziano, Police Chief Moore, and the multitude of agencies who assisted in this investigation. So at this time, I'd like to turn things over to Commissioner Graziano.
Since early morning, 20 warrants were executed throughout the city of Hudson, resulting in 19 individual arrests, all on multiple felony accounts, all related to drug trafficking. I commend and thank the men and women of the Hudson Police Department for some great police work that resulted in today's multiple arrests throughout the city of Hudson. I'm proud of their results and equally proud that 100% of the members of this department participated in today's event. Being successful in this business has a lot to do with relationships and communication with neighboring agencies. Thanks to District Attorney Paul Chaika and the District Attorney's Office for their support and guidance leading up to today's arrests. We can't thank enough the support, resources, and manpower that was provided to us by the New York State Police, Columbia County Sheriff's Department, and the Catskill PD. A sweep of this magnitude could not have been possible nor successful if not for their assistance. The city of Hudson is in a better place today thanks to the collaborative effort by all involved. With that said, I'll pass it on to the guy who spearheaded this operation, the Hudson Police Department's Chief of Police, Edward Moore.
Okay, I'd like to introduce to you at this time Captain Michael Jankowiak, who is the Zone Commander for the State Police Zone 1, Troop K, and Greg Thomas, Lieutenant from the CNET, which is the Community Narcotics Enforcement Team. You'll have to forgive me, I'm going to read from something that I've written and prepared because it's been a long day, started at about 2 o'clock this morning, so I'll get through this the best I can. On March 25th, 1 week after I was sworn in as chief, I met with the New York State Police Community Narcotics Enforcement Team and asked for assistance in addressing and assessing our city's drug problem. I was met with overwhelming enthusiasm. Members of our department, the New York State Police, Columbia County District Attorney's Office went to work and built excellent criminal cases that culminated into this morning's events. I will be providing packages that provide the identities of our defendants and the criminal charges brought against them. Around dawn this morning, arrest teams made up of Hudson police officers, state troopers, and elements of the New York State Police Special Operations Response Team, known as SORT, successfully executed 3 search warrants, 2 in the city of Hudson and 1 in the town of Greenport. Over 50 police officers, Hudson Police Department, New York State Police, were assigned to this detail. The New York State Police Aviation Unit was also used, as well as State Police Canine units, and many people in the city remarked to me they heard the helicopter this morning. A command post was established at the Hudson Police Station, and I am happy to report that the warrants were executed with great skill and precision, and there were no injuries to our officers, the defendants, or members of the public. We will summarize in those packages that will be provided to you shortly the number of criminal charges, the counts, the multiple counts that resulted after indictment. I want to particularly commend the members of the New York State Police, particularly the troopers assigned to the Community Narcotics Enforcement Team, CNET. They performed exactly as they were designed to. They assisted our department, bringing with them the unbelievable amount of talent, professionalism, and bravery. I am proud of all the members of my department, as each and every one of them contributed to this case. Whether it be through surveillance, intelligence gathering, or covering each other's shift so that people could work on this case. 100% of the members, all the members of the Hudson Police Department, volunteered for duty today. I'd like to acknowledge the expertise of the District Attorney's Office, headed by Paul Zajka and his capable staff, as they were there at every turn to support our efforts. I need to thank the members of the Catskill Police Department, as well as the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. I must single out one of my officers, Detective Jason Finn, who over the last 8 months worked tirelessly, day and night, to see this case through. It was his vision and effort that made this case happen. He immersed himself into the case, which I'm sure caused him personal hardship on many occasions. He is a devoted member of the department, devoted to our city. He's a top-notch narcotics detective. Very rarely does a large-scale effort work so well. Of our 20 targeted individuals, we've rounded up 19. The 20th is currently part of an active investigation. That is a remarkable percentage to those who have worked these kind of cases before, and I have. From our briefing that started at 4 a.m. this morning through the capture, booking, and arraignment process, this detail ran like synchronized clockwork. And for the record, that's Detective Jason Finn right there, who will be available to answer questions later, but that's the man that spearheaded it for the Hudson Police Department. Lastly, I'd like to acknowledge the citizens of Hudson. The people that I talk to have less and less tolerance for this type of behavior. I am urged time and time again to address the sale of drugs in our city. You will notice shortly when you get your arrest packages that the targets of the investigation are not strung-out addicts or teenagers found with a bag of pot. These are the poisoners who profit from the drug trade. They entice the youth of this city into a dangerous and pernicious lifestyle. They poison the vulnerable, and they profit from it. The drug trade is the catalyst for muggings, burglaries, and thefts in our city. They lure young people with drugs and then rob them of their future. Lastly, I'd like to conclude by saying that this sweep only signifies the start of the enforcement efforts within our city. The citizens and taxpayers demand that all agencies combine their efforts to improve their quality of life. A message has to be sent time and time again that if you set up drug business within this city, you're going to be at risk